Apologize for the wheelchair, but I've had 3 surgeries, got another one next to it. Good evening, my name is John Troutner. Perhaps the best way for me to share my views of what a sense of Girdwood is to me is to talk about the 50 years I've been at Girdwood, 46 years. I was hired in 1969 and worked for Chris Moneymoff, running as the assistant manager of the resort. And back in those days, LASK Resort was a different place. For those that were here and remember the airline races, I actually was one of the people that started those airline races in 1958 up in Arctic Valley. And they were eventually moved down to Alaska, and eventually they got too large for Alaska and too rambunctious, so they moved them on to other areas. Girdwood over the years has continued to offer many opportunities to all the residents. To achieve the full benefits of being a resident, though, I think you need to become an active member of one of the local organizations, such as Girdwood 2020, Challenge Alaska, Lions Club, Rotary, PTA, Gold Stitcher, PTA, Bell Valley, or even the Girdwood Fire Department. I think we have an obligation to serve your community if you want to receive the full benefit of living here. In the past, I've served as chairman of the community council, chairman of the board of supervisors and firemen. One of the biggest things that we were able to accomplish was on the board of supervisors, we brought natural gas to Girdwood with the help of Senator Ted Stevens. Today, my wife Kathy and I continue to support the community through the Girdwood Tournament Lions Club and the Girdwood Clinic. Following my employment at Alaska Resort, my past work history here included being a glacier pilot with Alaska Air Service. You'll see a photo in a bit here. Holding the photographs off until one, I think they're more fun to watch and sequence. In 1976, along with a fellow named Gordon DuBois, I bought the Texaco station down at the corner. In 1977, I became the sole owner, and I sold the property. I operated until 1985, and in 1985, I sold the property to 2 attorneys, J.K. Hage and Bill Lawrence. I repossessed the property 2 years later before construction was complete. In 1995, I sold the property to Cicero Corporation. In my opinion, Girdwood has one of the best 1 through 8 schools in the entire school district. It's one of the reasons many of the parents live here, and it's the reason some people move here. Our students stand out when they go on to grades 9 through 12 in Anchorage. They not only excel in academics, but in sports and city activities as well. We live in a community that has produced Olympic gold medalists in skiing, snowboarding, national medalists in skating, and finalists in a Lions International program to promote world peace. Skiing in Alaska is an asset by itself, and it's launched many of our skiers on the national and international skiing circuits. Today's Alaska Dispatch News announced that Andrew Krukala, a Paralympian X Games competitor, became world champion in Italy, and he's often seen practicing on the slopes here at Alaska. In my retirement, I continue to pursue photography, and I think no place in the world can match the photo opportunities we have in Girdwood on a daily basis. Wildlife is abundant and underfoot throughout the summer, and turning an arm is a jewel by itself. No 2 trips between Anchorage and Girdwood are the same. Sheep, whales, moose, bear, you can see them all. So I'd like to run through the slides right now. This was a visitor we had in our driveway this past summer. It went on to consume all of the local lettuce. Next slide, please. Once in a blue moon. How many of you have heard this line? Well, I want it's going to be once. It's actually the blue moon we had this last year, and I was able to capture it coming back. The road actually was closed, so I had to stop for whatever the reason was, and was able to capture the blue moon. Our dedication of our school. In 2015, we dedicated that school, and it is truly the jewel in the entire school. It's a beautiful facility. They did a very good job on it. I think that the kids we continue to push out of here are going to continue to excel. This is a male rufous hummingbird. That was taken on my back porch in 2015. They fly up here from Central America and Peru, and they they come in April, and they leave in July and in August. Very territorial. But this guy sat there, and every time I go out, he wouldn't pay any attention to me, but every time Kathy went out, if she was the feeder, she'd get the bus. When they talk about marketing at LAS, I think this is a photo they ought to use for marketing at LAS. This is off my front deck. The night skiing at LAS is something that there's nowhere like it in the world. And we've got the moon to help you along with the lights on the slope. It makes me very good photo. Next one. I don't know how this one slipped in there. This was this last week. Out in the Moose Meadow. There's snowshoeing you can see here. But, you know, we have a trail system here in the summertime and a winter trail system that is unmatched. And not just a few people use it, actually hundreds of people use it, and it's going to continue to grow. Eventually, we're going to see some national races on the winter cross trails here. Next slide, please. Oh, I wasn't sure this was going to make it through the. I really thought Randy wouldn't do this. This is the bikini contest in 1969 in the deck at LAS. I say I helped start those races back in 1958, and we had 11 airline races the first year. When the races moved from Alaska, there were over 150 airlines that participated every year. We had several hundred people who would come in for those races, and it was a party from one end of Girdwood to the other. Who won? That's the second one from the end of the deck. Alaska also had an outside pool. Very few remember this. And it was built to hold Olympic races, except when they put the liner in the pool, they made the pool 5 inches too short. They operated for probably 4 years. They even had a bubble, an air bubble over it for 2 winters, which the snow continued to collapse. But the interesting thing about this pool, and that's where the Alaska real estate office is today.
Yeah, that's my office now. Yeah. That's the marketing office now.
Interesting thing about that is it'd be full of water at night, you come out in the morning, it would be a damn drop. 3 different times. It's built on bedrock. That's 3 different times you'd come out in the morning and there wasn't a drop of water in the pool. So they put another fiberglass liner in it, and then they put another fiberglass liner in it, and then eventually that held it. But as you can see, it was well used. The kids had a great time, many adults had a good time, and having an outdoor pool like that was something that I really missed at the resort. Next slide, please. As I state, when I quit working for LAS, I worked with LAS Air Service, and we did a lot of glacier flying. This is up on Carpathian of Portage, and we fly the skiers up there along with the guides. They'd ski down to the lake at Portage, and we would pick them up at that point, bring them back into Girdwood. Next slide, please. That's the old Texaco station. There's a lot of history in that station. A couple of folks came up tonight and said, reminded me of saving their daughters or granddaughters and various things. We ran a wrecker out of there. We did some basic maintenance there. We had a liquor store, we had a convenience store, and we had a lot of traffic because we had the only telephone between here and Seward over here. And it was outside. First it was inside, and then they moved it outside. Next slide, please. This is one of the reasons that I live in Girdwood. This was taken a couple of years ago when the Persons put on this Cajun feed, all you can eat. I think we had everybody in the community. This is truly a community board. Next slide, please. One of the reasons as a photographer I like to live here is that every time you go somewhere, there's another spectacular photo opportunity. You don't have your camera with you. You just need to blame yourself. This is Glacier River. Too quick. Glacier River. And the nice thing about this is in the fall, there are a number of swans that congregate there. And when they congregate there, they end up, there might be 2 or 3 that nest in the summer, and there'll be maybe 30 or 40 in the winter. So it's a great place to take photographs. Next slide, please. Now, you saw the slide from the Forest Service showing where the glacier was. When I first came to Alyeska in 1969, this is where the glacier was. As you see, it receded back now beyond actually about halfway beyond the snow ridge in the back. Is it global warming? Absolutely. I mean, we are losing our glaciers. Some of them are growing, but very few of them. We are losing our glaciers. Next slide, please. How many of you have driven the road back from Anchorage and seen these dumpers out there? There's the one in the front. I think the one that actual front's on the board. The other thing, you know, I've been out there that arm, and it's no place to be out there playing. They have a really good time. And it gives you an opportunity to look at the board. I'm 81 years old now. As far as I'm concerned, Girdwood is still the best place in the United States to live. I can think of a few places in the world that are more peaceful and where the children are more friendly. Every summer, I look forward to lemonade stands along the highway. Never tried it, or even want to try and listen to the sales pitches those kids have got. Some of our business locations are world renowned, including the Double Muskie, the Bake Shop, Chair Fly, Cattle House, the Tourist Trap, and Alyeska Resort. And they're all within walking distance of where we're sitting right now. One of the nice things about people like the Double Muskie, they get the 2-for-1 program. You can write that 2-for-1 program. That's the way that Bob and Deanna have decided to give something back to the community. Our summer trail system, as I said before, is unbelievable. It is a jewel. Our cross-country trails are something that we're going to go on to become very famous for. Where else do you have the ability to step out of the front door and enjoy the many things that we see in Girdwood? This is why my wife and I, Kathy, live here. We will continue to live